Welcome back to Transform and Rollout Season 3 Eons, Episode 14. First things first, this will be a continuation of Episode 13, following Smolder, Allegory, and Scorchmis's adventure. So, players, here's the plan. You'll tell me which character you're playing as and give us a short description as they look like and what is going on in their brain module, and we'll get started. Lapis.
Howdy, I play Whoa. I don't play Lapis. Howdy, I'm Lapis. I play Smolder. Smolder is just a little 5-foot-tall red dragonfly. His dragonfly head is on his chest in bot mode, and he's got little wings on his back and 4 arms. And he's just, dang, there's a bunch of meat. Sorry, let me get in character.
Dang, there's a bunch of bees around. I don't know what's going on, but they're eating each other. Anyways, that's all from me.
And you have 3 notches on your TBD watch.
Nice.
Allegory. It would be clickbait, not allegory. Clickbait.
I mean, I'm also Allegory, but I'm clickbait playing Allegory, which is super fun.
Playing clickbait.
What's up, guys? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so hey guys, I'm Clickbait and I play Allegory. She's a Autobot Seeker Intelligence Officer. She is currently... I have to look at my notes for this. I don't remember what she's doing.
She turns into an Apo Starfighter. I'm just kidding.
No, she doesn't do that. That's the other character. I do that one time. One time, okay. Hiding because there's too many Smolders. She's very confused and concerned. I think she's stuck with Scorchamis too.
Hey, don't say stuck. You're fortunate to be with Scorch.
You guys were having an intimate moment where you were talking about each other's backstories.
And then Allegory, you have 1 notch on your TBD watch.
I see that. I do see that on my
Apparently
notes,
Onyx.
yes.
Me?
Yes, you.
Perfect. I play the fabulous Scorchamis. He's a red bot, very athletic, very finely built. Turns into a red sports car. We recently discovered he also goes by Scorchfire, once known as Spitfire, and he was the Herald of Unicron. So he's just pouring his spark out to Allegory, his new favorite friend, and well, we'll see how things go.
Friend of the day.
Awesome. And you also have 1 notch on your TBD watch.
Thank you, DM. Please more.
And finally, I am Kilobyte. I'll be your DM, your Prime Minister God for this round. Are you ready to get started?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so we continue where we left off. Smolder, you followed the swarm of Smolders through the portal, and it took you into a different timeline designated 491414518_K4. And the location? Cybertron. And upon arriving, Smolder, you witness the carnage being caused by the Smolder swarm in this timeline on Icon City. Meanwhile, Allegory and Scorchmis are having a spark-to-spark as Scorchmis tells of his past, and Allegory tries to check the room for traps or a way out. Smolder, as you stand there in awe, the portal behind you closes, and you notice King Smolder approaching you and saying,
I've seen that face before. We've all been in your position before, but this is something that must happen. We Smolders are the key to protecting the multiverse. Thanks to Dr. Smolder, we learn of a hidden ability we all Smolders possess. This ability allows us to create super magnificent, original, luscious, densified energon, richening energon. And thanks to this S-energon, or if you put it all together, it says Smolder energon, we have saved countless of lives in other timelines where energon has been depleted. You may ask yourself, but why eat a timeline to save other timelines? And that's an easy answer. These timelines we eat are on the brink of dying and imploding. So instead of letting all of this valuable S-energon go to waste, we come and harvest it. Now, Smolder, will you join us in this harvesting?
King Smolder presents you an arm that's dripping with energon. What do you do, Smolder?
That's a good question, to be honest with you. Smolder's gonna look down at that energon-covered hand, and he's gonna look back up at the Smolder, and he's gonna look back down at the hand.
Okay, but I have no proof of anything you're saying. How could I be certain you're not just terrorizing this universe for no reason?
Because we are Smolder. We are you. Would you do this?
Well, no, but you guys also, I don't know, you're killing a lot of guys. I eat people, but Not like random people, you know?
Yes, but this universe is dying. They're gonna die anyway. We're just trying to harvest energon so we can save other timelines.
Well, could we save my timeline with it?
It's a possibility.
Oh my gosh. I have such a bad vibe. God. Okay,
Look, think of the suffering they'll go through when their world dies. We're just doing it a little bit quicker.
I mean, I guess so.
I'm gonna take his hand.
His hand or the hand he's giving you?
Oh, is he offering me a hand? I thought it was
he's
his
offering.
hand.
He's offering you a hand that's covered in somebody's hand that's covered in
No, I
energon.
thought it was his hand that was covered in energon.
No.
Okay, I'll take the hand.
Okay.
Okay.
You have it in your hands?
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Okay.
I guess I'll eat it.
Okay, you start slowly munching it, as in still trying to figure out what's going on. And as you start eating it, the voice in your head says,
"Well, look who the hypocrite is now. Where was your appetite when presented with the same dilemma at the Vanguard?"
and with that, we switch to Allegory and Scorchimus.
God.
Allegory and Scorchimus, you're both still in the waiting room shed. Scorchimus, you told Allegory about your past. Allegory, how do you react to this information?
Well, seems like you threw a lot, I guess. I mean, I don't really know what to say. That's a lot to take in.
Yeah, there's more to it. I can go over the details, but I don't want to make you uneasy.
I feel like we've already passed that threshold, and I want to know who's got my 6.
Well, if it helps make a difference, I'm done running.
So am I. I've spent too much time focusing on the things that weren't important, and I lost track of what was. Maybe not in the context that you did, but a lot of good bots died because we couldn't plan better.
Oh, more than you know. More than any of us know.
I'm beginning to see that.
When we get out of here, I know where he's at.
Who's that?
Unicron.
You're certain?
Yeah, I'm positive.
The intelligence officer in me wants to know if it's a trap, but I don't know, it's hard to get a read on you, Scorchimus. Even with everything that I've seen.
That's my specialty. Distractions.
So, you say you know where Unicron is, how do you still know? Doesn't he move around?
He used to. I fixed that. See, when he put me in charge of searching the multiverse for threats to concern, his constant hunger never subsided. It threatened the rest of my timeline if I chose not to. It was difficult. What could I have done? I was just a scraplet compared to this massive all-powerful god being. So I was careful. I chose threads that were already near their end. Threads that never developed life. That didn't work. He was never satisfied. So then I started moving on. I moved towards threads that had life, but they were already towards their end. It made me sick. Thousands of years, countless. Being his herald expanded my life beyond its expiration date. But I couldn't stand it any longer. I set his sights on a 515_A76 timeline where he feasted. I also called the Primus Vanguard on him. And I told them of the oncoming storm, knowing that they wouldn't be able to kill him, but slow him down. During the battle, I stole the power source he used to traverse the multiverse, but Unicron is tricky. He saw me, he knew what I was doing, and when I grabbed the device, he opened one last portal and casted me to a dead universe. However, I was successful and broke his device as I fell through, and so my loneliness of the dead universe, I waited countless years. A universe dead and was being feeded on by space race, neither dead nor dying creatures, a byproduct of when Unicron is done with a universe and moves on.
How did you get out?
So that's where he's hiding. How did I get out?
He's in the dead universe?
Funny, he's in a dead universe, not in the one I was trapped in. The days were hard to keep track of there, because, there's nothing there. There's no stars in the sky. But I managed my best. Days became weeks. Weeks became years, centuries, millennia. What felt like eons had passed to the point I was starting to give up. Till one day, a body fell from the sky wearing an odd backpack. They died on impact, holding a tablet that is how I learned about this TBD. I knew about it before we went there. Unfortunately for me, the device didn't have enough power to make a jump, a simple notch that required two. I began to feel Primus was making a cruel joke of me. More time passed. Not that I cared or kept track of anymore. I started making preparations to call it quits. Then I was given hope, as another body appeared 50 feet in the air about a couple miles away from me and began to plummet into my imprisonment. Someone I would never expect. Me, Scorchfire. She, yes, I know, hard to imagine me as a lady or femme. She was odd and blue, but most importantly, they had a way out for one of us. They had a TBD watch with one notch remaining, so I did what I do best. Like I said, I distracted them. When their guard was down, I took their watch.
And then you ran.
And I ran. The rest you can probably put together on your own. Like I said, I'm done running, I'm done hiding. I'm ready to change the wrongs I have caused.
Well, seems like you're in a good place to start.
I hope so.
I would like to say there's probably not much farther you can go, but like that'd be calling down the cruel hand of fate. I think maybe when we get out of here... is my watch the watch that regenerates?
Yes.
Beans. Maybe when we get out of here, we can start by going back for her. We're gonna need all the help we can get to defeat Unicron.
Yeah, that's a good start. Still fuzzy on what though, how.
Oh.
Like I'm all for fighting him, but I usually like to have a little bit more hope than death.
Probably starts with a team. I used to work on my own before I joined up with the Wreckers, and I was a one-bot show. I didn't trust anybody else. They couldn't do it like I could. I didn't know if they'd have my back or when their personal motivations would get in the way of the mission. But
great. Let's start there. Who's all on this Wreckers list? I think I meant Synthwave and Frostfang briefly. Is Domina with you? I know that was the first person I met.
I don't know where they are. Synthwave got separated. He was there when we got separated, right?
Yeah,
you were there when we got separated.
But I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know either. This TBD seems to be way more trouble than it's worth, but what I was getting at is every good plan starts with a good team. We have no hope against Unicron without a team. We have to get as much bot power as we can. The Wreckers that are left, I don't even know who all is left. I don't know who all is left to help us.
Oh, you know what? Scorchfire. We should grab Scorchfire.
Did I just say that?
Me, not me. Me, other me. Did you say that?
This is going to be really difficult to make work.
With that, we're going to switch back to Smolder. Smolder, you spend a day with the swarm feasting.
Day?
Yeah, you spend a day with the swarm feasting, and you are returning home. You go through the portal. And for Scorchamus and Allegory, a day has been since you've been in the shed. You've been talking back and forth, coming up with ideas and plans. Your TBD watch regenerates, but I need you all to reduce 10 points of your max health.
Wait, what?
What?
From the current health or from the max health?
From your current max? Or no, from the max.
Like, permanently reduce my max hit points?
Yes, by 10.
Buddy, these are like level 11 level 8 characters.
That's how the adventure goes.
What? How can what? I'm like gonna just
don't worry,
die instantly.
Don't worry, I just went from 113 health to 103. I got this.
Allegory has 49 max health, bro.
So you're at 39.
I know.
It's not even possible. I don't think I've been at leveling up her health
I'll keep you
appropriate.
safe, boo.
If I'm level 8, my max health should be.
No, I'm pretty sure that's around where Frostfang is too.
Oh, because you're Smolder.
Too.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Smolder's level
that's the
13.
other campaign. I was so confused. Okay, never mind. That was a little bit of a shock.
So, Smolder, as you return from your adventure, your TBD watch dings again, showing you that you're back at the 515_S-02-25 Cybertron 2002 years in the future from your timeline in the present day. The swarm returns home, and King Smolder says,
"That was a great feast. We will have plenty of energon to provide aid to other timelines in need. But there's one more thing we need to do before, and that is to have dessert. What do you say, Smolder?
Oh gosh, what's on the menu for dessert?
Swear to Primus.
Oh, you'll see.
And all the Smolders start walking. They all kind of put you in a little chair, start carrying you towards the outskirts of the city.
Can I have a birthday hat?
This is about to.
Yeah, you can have a birthday hat.
This is about to end very
Thank
badly.
I have a birthday hat on. Guys, I
think
think
we're
your
dessert
dessert.
too.
It's your dessert. I'm kind of scared.
Is this episode How to Serve Scorchimus?
Not the way you were
Dude,
thinking.
Dude, you come out on like a silver platter. No, you come out in a silver platter with an apple
It's
in
like
your
the,
mouth.
it's like the, no, it's like
Careful,
in the
I'm
Lion
hot.
King where it's like where Timon and Pumbaa do the luau.
Yeah.
Smolder, as the swarm is carrying you with your little birthday hat and you're in the chair, the voice in your head says,
Desert? Maybe I could wait a little bit longer before I take the wheel.
So ominous. I'm gonna give a stink eye to my own head. You know what? I take a hand and I flip myself off.
okay. As you're flipping yourself off, the Smolders begin to sing as they travel. So you hear, in the realm of metal, where Autobots play, a dragonfly transform takes to the fray. Its wings like fire, burning bright in the night. A hunger for sparks, its appetite takes flight. It's Smolder World after all. 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 It's Smolder World, a dragonfly's domain, mighty and small, from Cybertron to Earth, bots tiny and tall. Beware the dragonfly, devouring all. It's Smolder World after all. And as they
Beautiful.
all start singing, as
A
they all
tear
start
is dripping
singing,
from my eye.
Encore. Encore.
Encore!
as they all start singing and they get closer and closer to the outskirts, you see a shed that you haven't seen before. It's a around 30 feet tall building, or it's bigger than the 30 feet tall buildings you saw in town. And Scorchimus and Allegory, you start hearing hearing the singing as it gets closer and closer to the shed.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Hey DM, I have an
hear
ability
that?
where I can roll a perception, and if it's 13 or higher, I can smell or detect all life forms within a 300-foot radius.
Smell.
You can use that.
Okay. Okay, hang on. Nope, I don't have any idea. I don't know how many there are. I can hear them, but I don't know how many there are.
So with the 6 Allegory, you're not able to detect how many life forms are around you. And as the chanting and the singing gets closer and closer, that it sounds like it's surrounding the shed that you're in right now.
Is there a way out? Is there an exit?
There's the door that you came in through, and then you only looked for traps.
I like
So you were in
pure panic right now.
King Smolder waves his hand to the guards that are in front of the shed, Smolder. And a group of Smolders come flying in with some big hoses. And the 2 guards standing in front of the shed press a button, and suddenly the shed starts to open up like a box, folding and collapsing onto itself. Scorchimus and Allegory, you are standing in the room, and you suddenly see like a beam of light enters from the roof as you start hearing the folding and the collapsing of the walls and roof around you. And suddenly you are exposed to the swarm of Smolders surrounding you. You just see darkness as they all kind of like interlapse in each other, just a big circle just around you, probably 1,000 or so Smolders standing there. And you can see a group of 6 of them holding up a hose. And King Smolder waves his hand again, and the hoses are turned on as pressure water hits both of you. I need you to roll me a strength check.
Primus.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
These are like fire hoses, so like they have a lot of power behind them.
8.
I'm slender,
2.
not strong. 18. Woo, look at that. Never mind, I take it back.
Can I try and dodge it?
18 and what? 18 and 8. It was very sudden, so it's gonna be hard. But With an 18 Scorchamus, you manage to kind of like hold your ground. Meanwhile, Allegory, you fall to the ground as the water pressure is too strong.
I try and transform.
And
Can I help her up?
you can help her up. You can transform if you wanted to.
Allegory,
Okay.
take my hand.
Hold on. Can I try and transform and take off?
So you try to transform, but as you're trying to transform, now that you're both soaking wet, the King Smolder says,
Time to enjoy our dessert. I'll let you take the first bite, Smolder, since you brought them to us.
What? No, we're not gonna eat them. Those guys are my acquaintances. We can't.
What in Primus' name is going on?
I don't know. They want to eat
Smolder,
you.
what's going on?
I have no idea. They're trying to eat you. I would recommend running.
all the swarm just starts to, they jump in the air with their little wings and they start rushing
You don't have to
both
tell
of
me
you.
twice.
Oh my! Run! Get out of here!
Allegory, I can't fly.
That's why I told you to hold on.
As that happens, Smolder, your vision goes black. You don't hear anything else.
No, the voice. The
but
voice
the
is
voice
taking
inside
over.
your head. And it says,
I've had enough of this. Time for these things to die.
and then Lapis, I'm gonna have to kick you from the voice chat for a minute since you're not awake.
What?
So, give me a minute.
We'll try to
do
keep
my
you alive,
best,
but not
buddy.
really.
Oh my Primus.
Okay, so as the swarm is rushing you, Smolders, you're standing there. They're all rushing you. What are you both doing?
But if we're flying, they can fly. What is that? Is your watch charged?
Yeah, but what about Smolder?
They're obviously not gonna eat him.
As you say that and you look at Smolder, you see that Smolder's eyes have become green,
Oh.
and they are currently holding a knife that appears in their hand, and they slash King Smolder, their back, like from the bottom to their head, just slashing it open, and they kick him over into the middle and spilling all their guts and all the energon towards the floor. As they put the little crown on their head on the seat next to them.
Did he say anything?
He's not saying anything. No.
I'm gonna like get ready to like jet. I'm gonna try yelling, "Your king is dead! You stand nothing against us. We'll murder all of you. Back to eating easier prey."
They all divide. The swarm divides into two swarms now. One of them is going downward towards the body of the king, and you see them devouring
Primate.
the parts of the king. And the other swarm is flying towards you, getting quicker and quicker.
Yeah,
to
no,
reach your...
I'm a fly. I don't know what my speed is. My alt mode speed just says fast.
Allegory, I'm bad at math, but I think half of 1,000 is 500, and that's more than me and you.
What about Smolder? We can't just leave them.
Doesn't look like he's getting eaten
We
right
can't
now.
just leave him. He came with us. I don't know what's going on. Something has changed.
Did
I
he?
mean, hasn't tried to eat us yet. He's stuck up for us. Smolder have a TBD watch?
Smolder does have a TBD watch. But as you look back, there's a group of Smolder now putting the crown on top of the Smolder that came back with you. Or came in with you.
Smolder! Fix this!
They're not responding.
Smolder! I'm gonna try and I maneuver back towards Smolder, or is there just too many Smolders? Can I
You can
grab
maneuver.
Smolder?
Towards Smolder, but you're in a jet mode, so you wouldn't be able to grab him.
Can Scorchamus grab him with one arm while he still holds on to me if I do like a low pass?
Look, I love your ideas. I'm doing the best with my one hand already.
Oh, Primus,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
only
He
have
only
one
has
arm.
one hand. He doesn't have
Oh
the
gosh,
other
you're
hand.
useless.
Yep. You can see now
Gee,
Smolder
thanks.
You can see now the Smolder pointing at you and commanding the swarm
Our
to start
Smolder?
following you. So the ones that were eating the king are not. Yes, your Smolder is now the swarm has become united again. So they're 1,000
I
of
take it
them are
back. Let's
following
get
you.
out of here.
Great.
Where are
Looks
we
like they
going?
worked that out.
What universe did you get Scorchfire from?
Away from here.
Did you steal from her?
Oh, that's a good
You better
question.
think of the answer fast.
That's good. I don't know.
You put
I
a
didn't
watch
have a
on!
watch when I went there.
They're getting very
Look.
close as you bicker.
Wherever we go,
Think of something
I'll
and
find
tell me
you,
where
okay?
you're going. Scorchamus?
You can hear
Scorchamus!
their jaws as they close
A
to your
spot now.
to your feet, Scorchamus.
Oh goodness.
Pick a timeline.
A spot?
Pick a timeline.
A spot. Oh god. Somewhere fun. And I click my watch with my nose. I don't have a
I
nose.
grab
With my
onto him
chin.
and I'm like, wherever he's going.
And you click your watch. Well, he clicks his watch with the chin. You transform and grab him in the air as you're both falling.
Wherever
you click
he's
your
going.
watch. the green and blue particles start to appear in your location, and a bright flash of light hits, and you've both disappeared as the swarm now hovers in the air, kind of thinking of what just happened. I'm going to bring back Lapis. Smolder,
Sorry.
Yeah.
you awaken.
Yeah.
Around you, the swarm is feasting on what's left of the King Smolder's body.
Oh my god.
On top of your head now sits his crown, and around you, a group of Smolders are bowing to you as the new King Smolder. And the voice in your head says,
Well, that backfired immensely.
and we end the episode there.
So sorry.
Guys, what happened?
I don't think I'm allowed
What
to tell
happened?
you.
We did our best. That day wasn't enough.
Oh man,
Sorry.
you're
What
a king.
happened? I'm a king. Why do you keep apologizing to me? What happened?
We're so sorry.
We're sorry. We're so sorry.
So
What
sorry.
happened?
We're sorry. All right. Welcome
Oh,
to Transform and Roll Out, Season 3, Eons, Episode 14. First things first, this will be a continuation of Episode 13, following Stormburst, Synthwave, and what we know now is Evil Mantyx and Unknown Timeline Scorchfire. So players, here's the plan. You're going to tell me which character you are playing as and give us a short description of what they look like and what is going on in their brain module, and we'll get started. So first off, Killbite.
I am Kilobyte. I play Stormburst. He's an orange spaceship with some gray and black detailing. He has an eye patch, and last time we met him, he went through a portal, hugged Scorchfire, and got stabbed. So he's not
Seems
doing
like
very good.
you're living your best life, and you have 3 notches on your TBD watch, which last time you checked was showing static.
Yes.
All right, Hex, you are playing 2 different characters. Please go through one each.
I was gonna ask, like, what do you have a preference of which I introduce first? Do I just go
Let's start
for
with
it?
Synthwave, and then your Scorchfire that we are representing in this episode.
Okay. Hi, my name is Hex. I am playing Synthwave, a mint green fuchsia rescue bot. Turns into a helicopter. Loves music, obviously, as you can see by the name. Currently, I think the Mantyx that she's with suddenly picked up a whip and is looking at her in a way that is most displeasing and a little terrifying.
And this Synthwave has 1 notch on their TBD watch, correct?
Correct.
Perfect.
And then, hi, I'm Hexamis. I'm also going to be playing Scorchfire. I don't know if we should put her as Indigo, because I think that's what behind the scenes. Indigo Scorchfire is a very, very indigo color with sort of wrinkle accents and tons of scratches on her. Instead of the collar that the blue Scorchfire has, she has what looks like a crown on her head. And she is really just beat, real scuffed up, and currently has her knife in Stormburst's back.
Excellent. And then finally, Clickbait. The gig is up. Confess who you really are playing. The
Audience should
audience at home
know.
should know by now. But players, beware. Your character do not know this info.
I am Clickbait, and I am playing evil, loyal Decepticon Mantyx. He has been... I know, I'm
dare
so
you.
sorry. But he is absolutely loyal to Megatron's cause and Megatron's orders, and has his own motives and missions that he's going after right now. One of which is he has just struck a deal, the Unicron. In exchange for a show of good faith, he will take Synthwave out of the equation.
Yes, and I think Evil Mantyx has been with us since
End of episode 5.
5? Is it 5? I have another episode 5, and you've infiltrated the ranks since then. All right, and finally, and you have 3 notches on your
I
TBD
believe so,
watch,
yes.
correct? Perfect. And finally, I'm Onyx. I'll be your DM, your Primus, your God for this round. Are you ready to get
Absolutely.
started?
I'm ready.
Sure can try.
Perfect. We'll continue where we last left off, inside the very depths of Unicron on a circular, large platform overhanging a 2-mile drop in every direction, only connected by the 4 bridges on either side reaching out to the walls covered in cross summits, which at this moment are unknown to be dead or alive. Timeline here is yet to be known and is unable to be determined due to some sort of interference caused by someone or something. Stormburst ran through a quickly made portal arc to rescue what was presumed to be a helpless indigo-colored Scorchfire, while Mantyx has been tempted by Unicron to kill Synthwave, crackling their whip menacingly towards their new victim. And we start here. Mantyx, I have a very important question for you.
Before I start initiative, I'm just gonna do like a fun little twirl and also grab the sword that is in the air nearby. And then I will roll initiative.
While that is happening, Synthwave, go ahead, roll me initiative.
Okay. Oh,
Oh my god, I got a nat 1.
got an 11.
Yo, these dice!
Synthwave,
You can do it, Synth. You can do
as this evil Mantyx turns back to grab the sword, also tempted by Unicron, you can go first. Use wisely.
Oh, well, he said he's turning away from me.
I mean, you don't know that.
Just momentarily.
Yeah. I've never felt so panicked in my life. I'd like to take a quick moment to look around me. I think that there's many across nearby, right?
2 miles to the ends of the walls. So near is relative, I guess.
Because I can fly in my bot mode.
Correct?
Is it technically disengaging to fly to go
if
check on the
you're
cross?
Going away. I think so, but I'll give you advantage since they are turned away, or I'll guess I'd be at them disadvantage to hit you.
Okay. I want to do that. I would like to fly.
Okay, Mantyx, roll disadvantage to hit Synthwave,
try and hit
if that's
her.
what you're doing.
You said the current whip and sword have the same stats as my ones that I have, or are they different? Okay, cool beans.
Same stats, different
let me
damage.
go to my characters. How do I use the whip?
Stop sounding so casual about it.
Roll 20.
Okay, what's the other one? With disadvantage.
So excited.
But nice 20, by the way.
You wasted that natural 20 there.
What's your AC, Synth?
It's 13.
Natural 20.
You just barely miss as you turn and swipe. You see Synthwave flying backwards, just barely missing towards their chest. We'll flip back. I'll say you'll get some distance. You'll make probably about a fourth of the way there before we go back
it's
to
a ranged
Mantyx's
attack, so
turn.
I'm going to use my movement to pursue her. Then I will use, if I'm not within range to use my whip, I will use my sniper. Am I within range to use my whip again?
I'll say next turn you will, because
Yeah.
I think jets fly faster than
Okay,
helicopters.
anywho, I will use my rifle then. 19
I'm assuming that hits.
is 1d20 plus 2.
Okay, roll damage.
8 damage.
Where are you going, little bot?
Away from
Away
you!
from your fate.
You're mean to me. I don't like you.
Consider this a mercy.
We'll flip the Synthwave's turn.
Screw fate. I'm shaking all the crossovers I can get my little hands on. Please,
You're about
one of you.
halfway there. You're about halfway there.
I would like to. Am I allowed to use an energon bottle and an ability, or is it?
I'll allow it.
Oh, thank you, kind, merciful DM. All right, I'm gonna use my mini shield. Twice a day, you make on a shield. Its health is XD6, where X is half your current level rounded up, which would be 4. So let me roll that really quick for a total of 15 health. I'll have to write that down. And then I want to heal myself with a bottle of Energon, which is 1d8 plus 2. Oops, 5. Well, I'll take it.
Perfect. And with that, we're going to actually flip to Stormburst, where we last left. We saw you in an interesting predicament where you felt a sharp pain in your back from a knife after giving this Scorchfire a hug. I'm assuming a lot of confusion has been going through your brain the last couple, cycles since we've been here. So, as your brain races to figure out what is happening to both you and this Scorchfire, you hear your TBD watch ding, but I want to know what's going on in your brain module first.
Trying to tell at this point if this Scorchfire is the one I met back at the Vanguard, or if it's a different one, because the Vanguard gave me some info of the timelines. I wasn't there too long, but I want to know if this is just a timeline where they went in the wrong path, or if it's the same one and maybe they're under the influence. Just because Unicron is nearby, so maybe because last time I saw them, they teleported out, so they might have ended up here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Would you like to look at your TBD watch, or are you more intrigued what's happening in your immediate surroundings?
Oh, it's tough. I think he would definitely look around, and he's not. This is like the first time he's using a watch, so he's not too knowledgeable of it, so he wouldn't pay attention to it.
Okay, as the TBD watch is dinging, looking around, you see Shockwave in front of you, and almost as if he is possessed somehow, moving with a limp, covered with 2 chains dragging across the ground, and with closer inspection, heavily battle damaged to a point where you are surprised they are still standing. Their singular optic has a hint of purple hue blue mist swirling with the yellow glow. They continue moving closer to both you and the Scorchfire. Below him are the bodies of Mantyx and Zephyr, lifeless and gray.
Can I just say, what happened here?
What happened here? It's a long story. You don't need to worry about that now. What Shockwave did for his crimes, he deserves this. Trust me. Just stay with. She's gonna like twist the knife a little more.
I'll try to push away because of the pain from the knife and try to get free of that. I need to roll something.
Yeah. Scorchfire, are you holding them back, or are you gonna let them push away?
I'll let him push away.
Okay, perfect.
As I push away, I'll be like, but what happened to you? This is not the Scorchfire I know. You're better than this. I know you can be better than this. Don't let Shockwave control you. Like, yes, what he did was wrong, but you've become like him.
You think he's controlling me? You're sadly mistaken. He's mine. Zephyr and Mantyx, well, they're mine too. After I lost you, I felt so useless. I couldn't do anything. I just watched you get murdered by him. Our beloved Prime taken from us. I couldn't do anything. Mantyx and Zephyr, they can take care of themselves, but I have nothing. I had to do something. I felt so lost, and suddenly I had an answer. My very own little matrix came to me, and it would fix everything, and it did fix everything. Now I get to make Shockwave my slave. And now that he's dead and back, I get to have him walk the earth, and for punishment for all that he did. And then, well, things got a little out of hand, and something happened with Mantyx and Zephyr, but they're still here. They're still with me. That's why, if you die, we can all finally be together, and I won't have to lose you again. And I would like to turn and kind of beckon Shockwave closer, but also would like to...
This is very not good. Very not good.
He bends to your will.
Like to raise... I think I'll pick Mantyx first.
First?
Purple mist flies out of your chest, through and down your arms and out your fingertips, and surround the dead Mantyx. And he slowly raises, arcing, and begins moving towards your direction.
They're a lot easier like this. They don't fuss. They don't talk back. And they can stay with me forever. Finally, I won't have to lose my family again. Don't you see? You don't have to be afraid of death anymore. You can stay with me. Stay with us.
George, if that's even your name here, I don't know. This is not right. I don't know much of your Strato, but I don't know what happened between you. But if they loved you as much as I do, he wouldn't want this. He wouldn't like to see you like this. All he wanted was good things for you. Happiness. Not this death and destruction. I know it's hard losing someone you trust. Trust me, I lost them all. But if I'd gone this path that you've taken and decided to bring them back, what then? The universe I had collapse. It would have just been us, floating forever. That wouldn't be fair. Wouldn't be fair for her. Wouldn't be fair to you. It would just bring her more pain and make me look selfish. And this is what you're doing. You're better than this. You can stop this now.
I'm keeping us together. I am happy. We're together. This is what you wanted. You wanted us to be together, to stay together. I can't risk losing you again. I can't risk losing anyone else. You will have to stay here with me. Don't you see? Even if we were floating in the void, we would still be together. Death isn't the end. It's just the beginning.
And at this point, I want to send Shockwave around Stormburst.
It happens.
And I would like to step closer with Mantyx, and instead
Also happens.
would like to heft the hammer over my shoulder, the big smile on my face, and say, Strato, the Strato I know and love, please be a good boy and lay down and die. And I want to swing!
As you swing, I want to say, as you swing, I want to say, I'm sorry, Scorch. I'm not the Stormburst you knew, or the Strato you knew. I am a different one, and I've tried to reason with you, and I knew the possibilities of finding you in this path and this destruction, and I can't just die here. I have things to do. I have Scorchfire to find, and I need to protect them. I can't fail them again, and I can't die here. And then you hit me, and I go, ugh!
Go ahead and roll the hit, actually, with advantage, since you have Shockwave on the other side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's complete.
And Stormburst, you know this hammer. You've seen this hammer. This Forge of Souls looks different. It looks corrupted. It looks like it has shatters of branching, broken glass on it. There is mist around it. It looks like it's holding together by some sort of magic.
18?
That hits.
18 will land, yeah. Do you want to roll again? Because you get advantage.
1 point, and I keep missing a plus. I got 10. Okay, 18 it is.
Kilo, Stormburst takes 22 points of damage as this hammer knocks you right on the noggin, bringing you to your knees.
So that's a big chunk.
Another Scorchfire, you say? Don't you think that I'm all that you need? That we're all that you need? Now that we're here together?
And how close is Shockwave to Stormburst? Is he like right behind?
Right behind him. Yep. Whatever you want him to do, he's just waiting for your command.
Just take him by the arms.
Shockwave leans down to grab Stormburst by the arms. Stormburst, would you like to resist?
Yes, I would like to resist.
Roll me a strength, and they'll roll with advantage.
Are you doing his?
Yeah, it's just a simple
cool.
D20. Yeah.
I got a 14.
Okay, they got a 17. So they are going to grab each of your hands and slowly lift you up to Scorchfire's level.
I realize I can't reach Shockwave's head.
They're lifting Stormburst to your height.
Yeah, but I was gonna pat Shockwave on the head.
Oh, okay. That's right.
I
Yeah, that might be
can't
harder
reach
to
him.
do. I mean, you could
Yeah.
do it to Stormburst to really make things weird.
No, I'll pat, because I want to pat Shockwave on the hand. Say,
Isn't he such a good boy? Now that he can't think for himself, he can't cause any harm unless I say so. And you,
Scorch, this is the living.
he doesn't deserve to really live, eh? Don't you think? After what he did to you, countless others, I think this is a fitting punishment for him. Don't you think?
I understand your anger. I've gone through that scenario 1,000 times in my head. The day I lost you was the worst day I could ever live. But this is not right. He needs to be in jail. You're controlling him. You're not.
He deserves to rot as a zombie. He deserves to not live, to half live, to be the in-between, no control of his own.
she looks Stormburst up. She sees the watch on his wrist.
And just like he doesn't need to think for himself, you don't need to leave.
She's gonna take the watch off of, or try to at least.
Yeah, I'll let you do it. You take it
I
off.
don't think I can because he's holding my
Yeah,
arms.
you're
I don't
grappled.
think I
Yeah.
can.
Although I don't think this Scorchfire would know what it does, but I would think it dinging earlier would have caught your attention.
Correct.
Okay. You take the watch off Stormburst, and Stormburst, you hear a gunshot from the portal that you came through, still there. And you can hear Synthwave yelling at Mantyx, and Mantyx yelling at Synthwave, asking, "Where do you think you're going?" And with that, we're going to swap back to the other group.
Oh boy. Okay, I gotta flip.
All right. I'm gonna give you time. From the top of the round. So, first things first. Each of you roll me a perception check.
A 12.
I got a 13.
Okay, Synthwave, you see this?
Fair.
Mantyx, you're too busy hunting Synthwave. Synthwave, as you're trying to escape this maniac, you see a small ship erupt from the ceiling and fly towards your location. In this ship, it's only small enough to fit probably 2 bots. It's very small, very slender. The cockpit launches out and a dark figure launches out. The ship gently glides to the center platform. And as they do, this character is completely dark, obsidian purple, with 2 large horns that curve downwards, red-tipped claws, gray wings that arc back as they leap into the air. Their optics open wide, revealing the void only filled with a crimson circle on each optic. They dropped and float towards your location. Lapis, do you mind describing your character more and who you play? And roll me your initiative.
Yeah, baby. Hi, guys. So, I'm playing Scourge, the tracker. She is as Onyx described. She is a crimson purple with blood red biolights all covering her body. She has dragon-like heads sitting on her arms, almost like gauntlets. And she's got clawed feet, clawed hands. Just kind of a very menacing character. Okay, I'm checking.
As you're rolling initiative, I'm going to use that initiative for later, but you get 1 surprise round.
Cool. Okay, and I got a 12 for initiative. So perfect. So as I float down to the surface where everybody seems to be fighting each other, I'd like to survey the area with a rather terrifying grin on my face.
Hello, little ones. What do we have here? Mortal fighting? I would like to join.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I would like to I'd like to attack with Corrupted Breath.
Yeah, target?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna aim for this pretty little Mantyx who seems to be fighting a green bot.
Oh, the Seeker, okay. Okay, roll the hit.
Alrighty, 22.
I think that hits you, Mantyx, doesn't it?
Yeah, that
Roll
does.
damage.
Alrighty, so enemy is going to be rolling a dex saving throw if 15 or higher. If 15 or lower, you'll take 1d4 corrupted damage, and you get disadvantage on everything for 1 turn. If it's higher than 15,
dex saving?
Then nothing happens.
Is that the same as my normal dex modifier?
Yep.
And then let me go ahead and just roll the basic damage for you.
1.
Okay, so you managed to evade the corrupted damage and disadvantage, but you are going to still take 9 damage, just basic damage.
And I'm assuming, Mantyx, you see this.
Rude.
You see them come in and they hit you.
Very rude.
And with that, we'll begin with the initiative order with Scourge again.
So it's my turn again. I am going to, you know what? I think that we are going to go ahead and transform.
Okay. Which mode?
I'm going to do my Headed Hydra.
Okay, perfect. Describe how that looks.
Absolutely. So, I transform into this massive, just absolutely horrifying, beastly, 3-headed dragon. So a Hydra, if you will, with that dark crimson purple that Scourge is with her red horns, the single crimson optic. Or I'm sorry, the single orb in each optic, which is the crimson color. Just this hulking, massive beast. And I'm gonna go ahead and do forward and like swipe with my claws, so to do like hand to hand.
Yeah, roll the hit.
You're attacking me again?
Yes, I am. And for rolling to hit, still the same d20, right? Or is it plus
D20
dex?
plus strength.
20.
It's
Cool.
obviously.
And now I get to roll damage. So that's gonna be wow. I got a 5 for damage.
That's a little sad.
That was sad. You deal 5 damage.
Where are you scratching at, by the way?
I was just aiming for whatever's closest, and since I'm flying, it would probably be like towards the face.
Okay. Mantyx, you get scratched along the face. You saw this intruder, they hit you with their corrupted blast, and as you turned, you got clawed in the face. Bringing us to Synthwave's turn. You were witnessing all of this.
Kind of watching in shock and confusion at the newcomer. I don't want to just leave them to whatever they're up to and just continue my way to cross.
Oh, don't worry, little one. You're next.
Oh,
What do you think you're doing?
That is something you won't live to find out.
Oh, I think I might surprise you. Besides, it says we can't work together.
I don't side with your kind.
Well, that's all for the better. I don't enjoy dealing with your kind either.
Get dunked on.
Synthwave, since you're not in combat, I'm assuming you're going to use your movement and then your move for combat for more movement. And I'll say you get all the way to the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to move for my movement.
You're going to move for your movement and move for your combat movement.
Move.
Perfect. That makes all the sense in the world.
I like to move it.
Like to move it. Excellent. You get there, and to the first cross summit you come by, he has his colors. He doesn't seem dead. Although he's not responding, he's hooked up to all kinds of wires, plugs, and another valve that seems to be pumping his energon out from him. He is drooling.
Ew. Okay, is there a way that I can easily disconnect the valve for the stuff that's on him?
Roll a wisdom.
I got a 13?
Yeah, you should just pull them out. You frantically start pulling at plugs, removing them.
Come on, Cross, please. I need you to wake up.
His head kind of slumps to the side as you're doing this.
Oh, come on. I'm gently, tapping his cheek, tip-tapping him. Trying to, not slap him, but trying to stir him
Right,
to wake
because
him up.
we won't be respectful.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, with that, we're going to move to Mantyx.
So, Scourge and I are in combat. Synthwave is out of combat. So going after Synthwave would mean disengaging from Scourge.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and swing at Scourge with my new whip. And if I hit, I'd like to also attempt to grapple.
Okay, let's see it happen.
No, not with a 10.
Nope, does not hit.
A 10 will miss, unfortunately, and we will go back to the top of the round with Scourge.
Oh, you silly little bots. Did you really think you could hit me with that?
Dude, it was worth a try.
I like the feisty in you.
You've got a pretty poor attitude yourself.
Get dunked on.
You have a poor attitude too, if you saw what I've seen.
Can't argue with that.
I'm really here for all the bashing on each other.
I'm gonna eat you.
Try.
I am gonna go ahead and do a wonderful
Assuming on me
corrupted
again.
breath once more.
Let's see it.
Alrighty.
So rude.
Yes,
I
of
didn't even
course.
have any
I'm
fun
gonna
with
eat
this
you.
character.
Don't worry. It's gonna be okay.
Gotta roll that deck save again.
It's gonna
Oh,
be
if you
okay.
did.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh, just barely.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
I'm 14.
Yeah, 15.
Primus, I forgot to use my
Okay,
shield.
So yep, you'll be rolling the deck save.
Oh no!
16.
So his next round, if you live.
Okay, so yes, you missed the corrupted damage. I'm gonna go ahead and roll our regular damage here. Okay, so 15 damage total. And then, is there anything else I can do with my turn? Let's
Oh,
find
joy.
out. Ooh,
I hate
so many
that.
things I can do. What I would like to go ahead and do, DM, can I transform back into bot mode?
Oh, yeah, it'll take up your bonus move.
Would deploying my friends count as another bonus? Yeah.
Sure, but I'm gonna say as soon as they're deployed, your turn ends.
That's fine. Okay. So the dragon gauntlets, like the heads that are on my arms, they hiss and detach, and two little bots transform and stand next to Scourge. And they are staring at you, Mantyx, quite menacingly.
Oh, well. Calling in backup already?
Wait, you get minicons for joining the dark side? I would like some minicons.
Oh no, these are the cleanup crew.
Not what it looks like from this side.
Well, your view is going to be gone momentarily. So enjoy it while you can.
Turn ends, we go to Synthwave, who is trying to wake up this cross summit, as you were.
But I really need you to wake up. He's not waking up.
He's not waking up.
Is there any other cross nearby?
They are crammed. they are as close as they can get to each other on the walls.
It's like sardines.
Yes.
Is there any of them that also look like they might be awake or alive?
There are various colors. Some of them are missing body parts. Some of them are limp. They all seem to look exactly the same state as this one.
I want to like zip around, start like just with whatever is in reach, start like lightly slapping their cheeks, like please wake up, please, I need someone to wake up. I need help. I can't do this by myself.
Synthwave.
Hello?
You hear chittering noises from above.
Just slowly look up.
As you slowly look up, you see a small horde slowly begin to pour in from the top of sweeps.
Like to back away from the wall. Like that. How quickly are they coming in and getting
Well,
to...
they're 2 miles away, so I'm gonna say probably like two or 3 rounds until they're on you.
Oh boy. Grits. The only way out seems like it's the portals, quote unquote, that are also by my enemy. Maybe this is not a good idea. I want to start flying back. Like, guys.
Towards the center?
Yeah, guys,
Okay.
guys. There's and she just kind of like points at the horde that's kind of coming in. We gotta.
You make it about halfway to where they are. They are at the halfway point between the center platform and the farthest wall. So you're.
I'm shouting across the room, guys.
And with that, we'll switch to Mantyx's turn.
Okay, well, I don't like this Scourge person. Got a lot of sass, got a lot of attitude. I don't think I want to deal with it anymore. I would like to try and disengage, please.
Scourge, you get an opportunity to attack.
Cool. Do I get advantage?
No, because your minicons are beside you, not behind them.
No, because they're running away.
I think the opportunity attack is like basically advantage.
Normal. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's a free attack.
Okay. No problem. I would like to go ahead and I want to swipe with my claws, but like if I do manage to actually hit, it's an attempt to try and keep him there, so to grapple.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and
roll the hit first. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do that. Are you kidding me?
How about that doesn't hit, buddy?
Are you kidding me? Do my minicons get a attack of opportunity?
Wow.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Come on, man.
We love that. Okay. So, the first of my minicons, Calamity. Calamity is going to go ahead and, let's see here. He is going to use dual blasters and fire at you. So that's going to be 12 to hit.
Also misses.
Okay. And then the second of my minicons.
Only one. That would be OP. Just the one.
All
Just the
right.
one.
All right.
I am going to get to Synthwave, if possible.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm away from you. I have a mission to complete.
Sounds like you're scared.
That's what it would seem like from your view, wouldn't it?
Then, can I make it to Synthwave?
Yeah.
Am I able to touch her?
No.
I'll say within sword distance. I don't know grappling distance, since you have to still run over there.
Well, if I hit her with my sword, would that count as touching her? Okay.
As damage, yeah.
My intention was to... You know what? We'll just see where this goes. I think you probably know what I'm trying to do, so we're just gonna see where this goes. I'll just try and run her through a little bit.
Run her through. Okay.
That's
Little synth bob.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me see. First, I don't know if I'll need that. I'll do it just in case Scourge comes up from behind. I'm gonna use my. Can I use my small shield, or was that movement too much? All right, cool.
That was part
I'll
of the
take
movement.
it.
That would have been a bonus action.
Anywho, I will roll to hit with my sword.
Okay.
Strength 20.
Okay.
Let me double check that damage.
Fingers
Does that have a
crossed.
plus on it? Plus strength again?
No,
or
you already did that to hit.
17 points of damage. I would like to re-roll that one, please,
go
with
ahead.
my leader ability.
You've had this whole
24
time,
points of
and you
damage.
just- all the other ones.
It would be 6 more than
23.
that.
Thank you.
That'd be 23.
Then-
23 points of damage. Yep.
Hold on.
I think you have a mini shield synthwave, so it's going to hit that. first before dealing damage to you. You take 23 points of stabbing damage from Mantyx coming at you. Your shield takes the blunt of the force. How are you looking?
Really not good.
Really not good?
Really bad.
Really bad. And with that well-stated statement, we're going to flip back to Stormburst and Indigo Scorchfire, so I hope you're ready for that. Stormburst, you hear more shouting through the portal that you came through. You hear the clicking of sweeps in the distance. You hear dragons roar and flame. You hear gunfights, sword slashing, and chaos.
How does the floor in this location look like?
Looks like it could use some good maintenance. It's slightly uneven. There's battle damage. There's tiles. It's an old laboratory of shockwaves that has gone to ruin.
Okay, so it's not a cave. Got it. Okay, I'll look Indigo Scorch in the face and be like, I would really like to talk more, but there's other bots that need me, and I'll try to do a backflip transformation and fly back through the portal.
Roll me a strength.
I really liked the concerned, I'll try. It sounds really confident.
Yes.
Well, the zombified shockwave holding you does not have a good enough strength. You are able to run up and backflip and transform and begin flight through the portal. This Scorchfire, would you like to say anything?
Mind you, I swear I'll bring you back to me. You can't leave me for long. She's like, of course trying to run after him, but there's no way that she can catch up.
Okay, the moment you make it through the portal, well, you don't have your TV watch on. The moment you through the portal, shuts off immediately, so they cannot follow you. Your focus is on the ongoing chaos in front of you. Synthwave is being attacked by Mantyx, and a newcomer who is
Cucumber.
Let's go.
And as you are trying to figure out what is happening, you also see in your cockpit, I guess, mode, however you want to perceive while you're in ship mode, the oncoming sweeps above. But that's not what hits you, as you feel a big thud in the back of your jet grabbing onto you.
Oh, no.
And you hear a familiar voice, a voice you have not heard since you were at the Vanguard.
How do you expect to save them when you can't even save yourself? Your fight has only just begun, and you have something I want. Don't think I didn't notice you scurry away after I've blasted your small red friend back at the Vanguard.
Galaxy Wave now stands behind you, as if he was waiting behind the portal for it to shut off for you.
You again.
Roll initiative.
17.
Sorry, I'm freaking out.
I was gonna say,
Don't mind me.
can you just leave me alone? You already took everything from me. I don't need you to be here too.
No, that's not how this is going to work.
And he slams you down to the ground.
I don't get a strength check.
Not with Galaxy Wave.
Ah, man.
The little crack in your voice.
He slams you down on the ground with power and strength that shouldn't even be his. And he begins to move more comfortably towards your direction, as if waiting for you to turn back to your bot mode.
He grabbing onto me, or is he like using like the force and pushing me down?
Yes, one hand on your, like the tail end of your ship mode on the ground.
This room was a cave, right?
It's a circular dome dark room that is 4 miles across, 2 miles from the platform to each wall.
Okay, but there's no dirt. Okay. Can I try to break free?
Roll me a strength against his strength.
Omi is strong.
7.
You got a 19. Does not happen.
Getting tired of you.
I give up.
I don't have anything else I can try to do one more thing. Hopefully it happens.
I'll give it to you before I let him take his turn in initiative.
I will transform.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Omni Blade.
Okay.
It's a 19.
19 will hit him.
Cool. So he takes 5 points of slashing damage, and then I get a roll on my D100 table, And I got a 36, and I get +3, so he takes 8 points of damage.
You slash him against his already damaged chest. He's got a blaster mark already on his shoulder. He looks like he's been in a previous fight, but he does not flinch from this small scrape. And he continues.
It's pointless to fight it. You should embrace him. You know, Unicron is all-knowing, all-powerful, even to my standards.
He raises his laser cannon arm, and with strength that still does not feel like his, rips your chest open as if it was made of thin aluminum foil, exposing your inner mechanical organs, spark, T-cog, and wires, and more. But more importantly, your orange matrix.
No!
He reaches back in and places his hand on the center spherical piece of the matrix and gently grips each finger around. You hear a snap, and now before you he holds the matrix, looking at it with malicious intent, casting a orange glow over it from his optic. I'm gonna roll the damage that you'll take from all this real quick. It's not gonna be a lot.
Thing when he's picking it up.
Yep, go ahead for it.
As he's picking it up, say, fine, take it. I don't need it. I don't even deserve it. It's not even mine. Just let me go. Just let me be at peace, please.
Okay. You take just the 3 damage, because he's not trying to do this much. He's after this thing. He kind of just brushes off what you say, as if he's in a trance talking to himself, and he says,
6 down, 3 to go, including the silver matrix.
Oh no.
Then I'll have all the power.
And before you can finish the word, unknown to you, Stormburst, unknown to everyone in this room except for the Sweeps and Scourge, he drops to one of his knees. And both Scourge, you can hear this, but you don't feel any pain. Galaxy Wave hears a high-pitched sound, and he feels immense pain, followed by Unicron go,
You forget your place. Need I remind you?
and he kind of just goes,
I know I serve you.
You seem to have lost your way, Galaxy Wave. We serve your master, Unicron. You would be wise to remember that.
a high-pitched sound stops. He gets back up onto both legs, and he stares directly at you in the optic Stormburst, and continues.
Where is Experiment 31496? I know she has the silver matrix. Tell me and I'll let you live.
I don't know where they are.
What?
And even if I did, I would never tell you.
And with that, he backhands you, and you go flying across the platform and thud against the ship Scourge rode in on. And with that, we'll flip to your initiative.
My initiative?
Yep, because you're next on the list.
Can I stand up, or am I too, is the damage to my chest will...
He did it strategically to a way where his full sole purpose was to get the Matrix from you. I'm going to allow you to do your normal movement, but your chest is exposed. There is some energon dripping, but it's nothing hugely major.
Well, I guess I'll stand up kind of with a hand covering the chest to keep the energon inside. I have a ship. I'll get inside, and hopefully it has the keys. Do I need to check if it has keys or anything? Or?
Are you going into my ship?
Yeah.
Get your grubby little fingers out of there.
I don't know.
Get the ship.
There.
There's no keys. It
Okay.
opens up. The cockpit is already open for you.
Oh, cool. How big is the cockpit? Is it?
It looks like it can comfortably fit
Probably not
you
a trap.
and one other person in the back.
Okay, cool. I will turn on the ship and I'll...
It hums to life.
Get out of there!
And I will fly towards Synthwave as I see the chaos and try to see if I can pick them up in the way.
Okay, I'm going to say you make it most of the way there. Next turn, you will be there.
Okay.
We go to Scourge.
Okay, so I would like to take out my sniper rifle and aim for Mantyx. I know he's turned away from me, so I would like to aim at his back where his spark would be.
Okay, roll the hit.
Bro, Home Skillet's stealing your ship. You
My ship
choose
now.
to attack
That's
me?
my ship.
I don't see your name on it.
Okay. It said Scourge in the side, thank you. Okay, is
That
this going to be
anything?
plus dexterity?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. 21 to hit.
Yeah, I'm assuming that hits, yeah.
Cool.
It hits.
All right.
For sure.
19 damage.
How you looking, Mantyx?
Well, I mean, that just broke me under 100 health, so...
Alright, noted.
You're not getting away that easily, Mantyx.
Lucky for you, I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
I would like my mini cuts to go now.
Proceed.
Cool. How far away is Mantyx from me?
If they use their movement, they could get to him.
Okay. But like, is he within 50 feet range?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to go ahead and have Calamity is going to pew pew at Mantyx with his dual pistols. So let me go ahead and roll that. Blah, 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 blah. He got a 19 to hit.
Feeling very targeted here.
You probably should.
You know what? Fine, that hits. Okay, how do you
I
feel about
really
yourself
good, actually.
Somebody's very angry, huh?
I bet you do.
I'm chilling, man. I'm
I
chilling.
had a whole speech prepared.
No speech for you. Okay, you get 10 damage from that. I guess that'll end my
With
turn.
that, Synthwave, you're up next. Now's your time to shine if you got one.
Well, how close is the horde?
Come again?
How close is the sweep horde?
They'll be here next turn.
Okay, well, I got one thing up my sleeve that's risen. Honestly, I think all I could really do at this point, I'm gonna use my half-dome shield. I'm making a shield around me.
Describe what it looks and what it does, or can't be done to.
Yes, it is, as the name implies, a half-dome shield that is this beautiful sky blue, like sparkly glitter almost, that essentially envelops me in a half dome. And with this up, nothing can pass through, in or out. It is impenetrable and can only be used once a day.
Perfect. And this half-dome shield seems to extend to a full bubble when you're in the air.
Yes, if there is no floor.
Yeah, I got you.
That's my next question.
It's now 2 half-dome shields.
Wait, but I'm on my way.
Yeah, but that's like a
what are you
whole
gonna
turn
do?
away. I might not make it. I really don't have much health until then.
With that, let's move to Mantyx.
I hope the ship has a tractor beam.
Okay.
Plot twist, it does not.
I've got a couple things I can do. Okay, do I have to be... I've got this ability called Control Circuits. I know it's non-transformers only. It just says a computer or vehicle.
Does it say?
Do I have to be touching
Okay,
it?
let me look at the notes.
No.
Oh, please, listen to some elevator music.
It's a Smolder World after all.
No!
It's a Smolder World after all.
Yeah, you'll have to be touching it.
Okay, cool. You said that Hilo was within range of Hex on his next movement, though, right?
On his next turn, yep.
Does that
Not
make me
quite,
within
but
range
it
of
will
the ship?
Since you and Hex are right next to each other, right? Or you and Synthwave are next to each other, so you'll be within range both of you next turn, technically.
Okay. So, here's what I'd like to do. I would like to hold my main action,
Okay.
if possible, and then use my... Can I hold my main action and then still use my bonus action and movement?
No.
Okay. I will just sit still then,
Okay.
temporarily. I'm just going to hold
Perfect. We'll go
all
to
my
the
action.
top round.
Can I just move in my action, or can I
If
just
you're
not do
holding it,
anything?
you hold everything. We'll move to the top of the round with Galaxy Wave, who begins his turn with shouting at Scourge.
I'll finish him, retrieve Synthwave with minimum damage. I still need their corpse intact to complete our experiments.
You don't order me, Galaxy Wave. But if it is what Unicron wishes, then it will be done.
And it is through me that his bidding will be completed.
He points in all of your direction. A large building sound can be heard echoing throughout this domed imprisonment as red particles fume and run to the center of the beam, and a blast erupts so intense that it turns everything into darkness, and the only thing lit up is the blast itself, casting a red hue onto everything around, and it hits directly through Mantyx into the shield. Oh, I gotta roll the damage.
Like, does it do
Nice.
damage to me?
Into Synthwave's shield?
Yeah, into Synthwave shield.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have plans.
We all have plans,
So
okay? You're not the only one.
It's whether or not they happen or not is the point.
Yeah, I wrote a speech.
As 37 points of damage arc its way through Mantyx into Synthwave shield. Synthwave shield takes the brunt force of it, and then it launches her directly back to the wall with a large jolt. The blast intensifies, wounding up even further. And as if it had a second wind, deals another round of damage.
Can I use tuck and roll before this or after this?
46 more damage.
Oh, sweet Solus
jolts
Prime.
further in. Synthwave's shield does not budge. Instead, it is pushed through the layers of Unicron, creating a hole to the surface. And then the cannon
You're welcome.
powers down.
Use tuck and roll?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And I'll give you
Can I use it once for each roll, or?
disadvantage on the first one. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll see what the second one is, because your back is turned.
Oh, Prime is above. Okay.
Too bad you have disadvantage.
I know, right?
I take full damage because 1 to 10 is full
Then
damage.
takes 37
so-
points of damage. And then on the next one, also disadvantage.
You're not gonna let me get out of this, are you?
No.
Is Synthwave still in the shield or no?
Yeah, Synthwave's still in the shield.
above.
I'm in my little bubble.
0.1% of shield. It's unbreakable until a certain amount of time. And I'm going to say the hole through the crust that you burn through of Unicron is wide enough for the ship to go through as well. Because it's a slim ship.
Good to know. Good to know.
What'd you get? Clickbait?
I failed it again, so I take
Okay,
the whole damage.
Full
So
damage.
yeah,
Roll me
I'm
a
out.
death save as you have a hole blasted through you.
Oh.
Okay, that's one failure. Next in the order, Strat. Let's go.
It's Stormburst. That's Strat.
Yeah.
But
Stormburst, Strat, no, the same.
can I reach Synthwave's location?
If you gun it, you could get probably halfway through the Unicron's crust. The beam came in hot, and you're
Okay.
lucky that it did not hit you.
Spicy.
I gun it. I try to reach, and I don't know if I can open a cockpit or a door or something, but a way to get them inside.
Okay, you get halfway there. With that, we're going to flip to Scourge. Also lucky it did not hit you.
Yeah, if that had hit me,
sure.
I think Galaxy Wave would have been blown to bits by our master. Okay.
It came close. I'll say it came really close.
Yeah, that's because Galaxy Wave's a bit salty that I'm the new favorite.
He's not happy.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So, Mantyx is on the floor dying, right?
Floating, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can I do anything to him since he's rolling death saves?
Yeah, you can roll attack, yeah. Or roll to hit, and then if you do, it counts as a failure for save.
Oh, we like that.
Turn.
Yeah, I would like to go ahead and stroll over to Mantyx with a grin on my face. Because at this point, I have seen my ship zooming towards Synthwave, and I honestly don't know what's going to, like... I'm not going to get there in time. I've accepted this. So even if I was to listen to Galaxy Wave and go after Synthwave, there's no way I'd be able to get there in time. So I'm going to stroll up to Mantyx.
Oh, little bot. I told you, you will not open your optics again. This is the last thing you'll ever see.
And I would like to have my minicon go before me for attack. I would like to have Plague go to attack Mantyx with his... Let's see. I'm going to use Plague's ability of Burst of Rage, which basically is your hand-to-hand damage deals 3 times more damage for 1 move, but your health reduces to 1. You may also attack after you use this ability. You must skip your next turn. You can use this once a day. So yes, I would like... Yeah, I'm going to use Burst of Rage. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the hit.
At this point, is it even necessary? They're already dying.
That's true.
Yeah,
Do I have to roll the hit?
Yeah, you do have to roll a hit. You get advantage since they're unconscious.
Okay. So that was a 16. Yeah, and then... okay, so 16, which means...
Any
do I even
damage
have
will
to...
just... No, you don't have to roll damage.
Yeah.
It'll just count as a fail.
Okay. Yeah, so he big fat punches you. And then Scourge, she kneels down next to you and like puts her clawed hand on the side of your face with like the most sadistic grin as she just kind of like caresses the side of Mantyx's face.
Take a good look, little one. As I've mentioned, this is the last thing you will ever see. All hail Unicron.
Okay, I would like to roll to hit this bad boy.
Okay.
Oops. Are you kidding?
You miss.
With both
Miss
of
twice.
those?
All right, you miss. Moving along because we are running out of time. So let's speed through. Synthwave, you have been launched to the surface of Unicron. You're in a bubble. You can hear clicking and clattering everywhere on the surface now. It's more intense. There's more sweeps everywhere. It is dark and stormy.
I'm guessing I can see them coming, right?
Oh yeah, they coming.
They're coming fast.
Yeah, not the same ones that were chasing you before.
No.
These are different ones. Yeah.
But still just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just as nasty. So what? Captain, I have the shield. How fast are they gonna be upon me?
Next turn. Let's say next turn.
Well, I guess at this point, because Stormburst isn't through yet, she's
Not
by
yet.
herself, alone, scared, and has literally nothing but her shield. I think she's gonna do the one thing that I think she can do, or at least can control in this situation, other than curl up in a little ball, is play some music. Something to comfort her,
Okay.
even if
You
it's
play
small.
music calmly.
She like kind of covers her eyes and ears and just tries to tune everything out. Just vibing, trying to vibe to the music if she can.
All
It's
right.
pretty hard.
We'll move to Mantyx. Roll me a death save for me.
Okay. Clean.
Put down a success. All right, and then we'll move to Galaxy Wave, who is kind of out of range of everybody, so we're not going to worry about them at this point, and we'll go straight back to Strat. At this point, you make it to where Synthwave is. They're in a bubble. There are hundreds, countless, thousands of sweeps incoming inbound. They are going to be here in like a second. You only have moments to act. You notice the shield slightly too big. The shield that Synthwave is in is slightly too big to fit into the ship. The ship does not have a tracker beam, but you station yourself where you can see Synthwave just kind of in their bubble, metaphorically and physically.
I look at them and I try to scream, Synthwave, get in! Let's get out of here!
She like looks up a little bit. She looks at the sweeps. DM, would I be able to make it?
Your shield stays up until a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah. So would I be able to make it?
The sweeps will be on you as soon as it's your turn. And your turn is right after Scourge's turn. During Stormburst's turn, I don't believe you will make it in. I'll let you talk. You can talk for a second. That's fine.
Oh, talking's fine, but she looks up at Stormburst. She's like trembling a little bit. She's like, I'm not gonna make it. You should just go. You have a ship. Get out of here. Go far, far away. As far as you can. Maybe it's better this way. She puts on like the bravest smile that she can. I promise. Everything will be okay.
I can't let it end like this. I've made you a promise. I can't fail somebody else.
It's not a failure to me. It's a failure if you don't get out of here alive. They want me, and I'm still not sure why, but I can't let them get their hands on me. I refuse. For all the crosses that are there, I can't let this continue on. And the music starts to play a little louder.
Stormburst thinks a little. He kind of gets up and he punches the chair he's in, bending the top part of it. He says, I will avenge you. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. I will defeat Unicron.
I believe in you. I really do. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, with that, I'm going to flip to Scourge.
Oh boy. I got a 21 to hit.
Okay. This will kill Mantyx. This version, at least, the evil Mantyx. How would you like to do it?
I want to rip his head off with one arm.
Okay. And you do so, holding it up victoriously. With that,
Alright.
we'll move to Synthwave. The sweeps are now getting incredibly close. They'll be here as soon as I'm done talking. Within your unbreakable bubble dome shield, knowing nothing can get in nor nothing can get out, with the one caveat. It's all the time based on how you know deep down in your spark you can't hold it forever. The blue hue glows all around you. You see Stormburst in front of you in the ship. And the hue of the dome shield brings back nothing but sad memories. Memories of your twin cross summit and the moments you've spent enjoying each other's company. Doing what you two do best. Being rescue bots. To some. Mostly to some. And, well, troublemakers to others, but who's counting? But your bubble also brings up memories of your time with the Wreckers. Allegory the Brave. Borg, well, what could be said about him except, well, he was strong and always happy. And before you can think anything more, you hear a loud thud against your blue dome shield as the sweeps are now on top of you, pounding against the shield violently with pure anger. Every so often, you catch a glimpse of Frostfang and how this menacing scourge figure you saw earlier before reminds you so much of them. You pull out the yellow cracked horn you found in the elevator earlier. It's finally clear to you. Your friend, your Frostfang, they've taken her somehow, done something to her. You just know it. The past few days are finally taking their full toll on you. First EPM, Cross Summit. Borg, now Frostfang. And you can only assume Allegory is gone too, due to their lack of communication and whereabouts. Hex, would you like to take things from here?
Synthwave is filled with a lot of emotions and trying to tune out the sound of the ravenous horde outside of her bubble. She's trying to tune out the sounds. She's holding that little horn. Suddenly looks so fragile. Holds it so close. And suddenly feels so lonely. So, what better to do than to play some more music? The one thing that brought her the most joy with her twin and herself. So she starts to play more music. Louder and louder, a deep, bassy beat bumping through even the bubble, drowning out everything, every sound that she can possibly hear, till only the music is all that she can hear. She kind of looks up at the stars through, I hope, a little gap.
There's no stars.
You know, oh no. Looks out at the void, the emptiness.
Yep.
Hopes that Stormburst finds his way, but also that she finds her way back to Cross, as she knew she would.
Your spark makes a deep, low pulse, and everything feels quiet for a nanosecond time. Then a slow beat continues, slowly at first, rising faster and quicker until a stampede of symphony erupts. Your body vibrates, your impenetrable blue dome shield cracks, and in that split moment, is there anything you would like to do before the rest happens?
One last thing. Looks out into the void, sees Storm in his ship. She looks at her watch, which is, to her, a little disgusting, because she knows the truth behind it. So she's not going to need it anymore. So she takes it off as hard as she can toward the ship and towards Stormburst. I told you I would meet you again, Cross. I'm coming home.
You toss it, and the moment you toss it, the rest of your shield erupts, and music pours out so intensely, sound waves slam everything around you. Go ahead and roll 10d10s for me as everything takes damage and your body begins to break through the pure power energy escaping from your spark as it vaporizes you in the chaos.
Total of 68.
68 damage. And these waves, they push the sweeps out in every direction, a bright flash of white lights. Stormburst, the watch lands into your ship, and you take off. We see a close-up of Stormburst's face, and we slowly begin to pan outwards. A small energon tear slides down to his chin. He's piloting a small ship with 2 seats, one empty. Zooming farther out, we watch as the spacecraft appears to be leaving behind a planet masked in darkness, with the only light that left over from the vaporization of Synthwave. The tear on Stormburst's chin drops as he punches the controls into light speed. Synthwave. As you are consumed by the enormous power bursting out through your body, the medical term you were experiencing, as you would have known this having trained at the Rescue Bot Academy, is called a spark explosion, caused by enormous amounts of stress and trauma. Most cases are never this extreme though. Most cases don't involve a unique bot like yourself, with special 1%er abilities. Carrying on, a sense of warmth washes over you as everything surrounding you is devoured in blinding light. The sounds of dying sweeps and what sounds like an earthquake in the background slowly fade. The next thing you know, you begin to see a blue fuzzy outline in the pure emptiness of white. A familiar voice beckons out, and what looks like a hand coming forward. Well, you are early, but I'm glad to see you again, sis. And the name comes to you, Cross Summit.
Well, it's not really fun without you out there. Plus, I promised I'd see you again.
He chuckles a little bit. Your optics focusing now on the boxy blue bot in front of you, your twin. But you also hear in the background thumping and giggles of familiar voices. Peering to the side, you see another blue bot, one that seems to have a dragon-like alt mode, riding an Ankylosaurus robot dinosaur. You know these two, Frostfang and Borg, playing along like good time.
I missed you too. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Cross Summit continues, grabbing your hand, and you two start walking towards them. Synthwave, think I know a few bots that have missed you. Let's go join them.
Yes, please. That sounds really nice right about now.
And as you two walk together once more, we fade to black. We end. Back at Unicron's center, Galaxy Wave stands still with his head tipped down and to the side, staring at nothing, his brain module buzzing and running a million scenarios of what that is to be revealed at a later time. He has lost his temper, something he was never capable of before meeting Unicron. But then again, a lot of what he has done, what he can and will do, he owes to his master. A word he despised saying. Wings flap and suddenly Thud drops a few feet in front of him. Scourge, Unicron's latest puppet, holding the head of Mantyx, gently petting the lifeless garbage. Scourge speaks, and as she does, Galaxy Wave snaps out of thought and straightens up.
Looks like you won't be able to do your silly experiments anymore now that Synthwave is dead. Oh, and the Prime got away in my ship because of you, Galaxy Wave.
Galaxy Wave continues, staring at Scourge, feeling the temptations of his hand cannon, and just before he can respond, Unicron's voice booms.
You forget your place. Need I remind you? Synthwave's death is unfortunate. However, I absorbed some of their power as they made contact with my body. She was the missing key, combining their essence with her twin. I can now leave my prison.
Lights flicker to life, radiating and flashing even brighter than the previous cycle. Engine noises roar to life. Soon the entire area begins to fill with blue and green particles. We hear Unicron's final words before everyone vanishes.
Witness the age of old rebirth, the age of chaos.
Stormburst here. Be a guiding light for others. Next time on Transform and Roll Out. Go tell Crossboom they have awakened and inform Shockwave. They'll be brought one at a time to the surgery center.
Hold up. Just shakes her head. Mumbles under her breath. It's always a shockwave. She could take damage. I mean, she's fully healed too.
I would like to heal myself, please. I've learned my lesson.
Second.
Okay. He is going to discard his prime card to draw a basic. God damn. He's going to draw another basic.
Did you swear?
What is happening?
Did you
He's
swear?
going to draw another basic.
What is happening? Well, I guess, what type of day is it?
That's a question, and you must win to receive your answer.
Well, excuse me.
In a realm of metal where Autobots play, a dragonfly transformer takes to the fray. Its wings like fire, burning bright in the night. A hunger for sparks, its appetite takes flight. It's a smolder world after all. It's a smolder world after all. It's a smolder world after all. It's a smolder world. Dragonfly's domain, mighty and small. From Cybertron to Earthbots, tiny and tall. Beware the dragonfly devouring all. It's a smolder world after 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 all. It's a smolder world.